I gotta move some bikes out of the way, get ready for the podcast tonight. We just got back from, what you can say, the King of the Baggers race, where Indian actually won the second race, but lost the first race. Kyle won the first race from Harley-Davidson, and then Troy won the second race on Sunday. So 1-1. So that's a good weekend. If you win at least one, if you lose both, it's not a good weekend. But anyway, good job for the Indian team, and coming out Sunday and hitting hard. So I gotta get ready for this podcast. So please like, subscribe, and watch this video fully, and you'll see how this bike gets washed. Have a good day. Bye. All right, folks, we are going to wash this bad boy after coming from the King of the Baggers in good old Wisconsin, Road America. Now, this ideal situation is not to do this in the sun, but I have to because of the time restraints I have. I have a podcast tonight. Have to get ready. A couple things I'm going to use. I'm not going to use much of this, but this is bug remover just around the windshield. I'll spray that now, just get some of this loosed up. Whew, where's the spray at? Here we go. I ain't gonna use much of that, but anyway, I got my soaps already. I'm using Adams in the foamer, and I'm using the pink wash by Chemical Guys in the soap bucket. And I got me some stuff for the wheels, and I got this right here to clean the body. Should be pretty good. First thing we're going to do is we're actually going to wet this thing up a little bit. And hopefully I don't get the camera wet. But either way, we're going to start the pressure washer. Now I don't use high pressure. I'll just use it to foam and that kind of stuff. So we'll get this thing washed up and see how it goes. And we're going to speed up this when we have the power washer, because we don't want that to be full blast noise. You know what I'm saying? So all right. All right, did I got that turned off? Or here we go. Run. There we go. It is loud. Now we're going to be putting the foamer on, let it do its stuff, and we'll get this thing going, and I'll speed up the little noise, because it's loud. Looks like Christmas. Oh yeah, I'm gonna turn this water off for a second. I got over the winter, supposedly they're not supposed to be cracked, but over the winter I had one crack on my faucet. Somehow it got too cold, I guess, or had some water in it, and it cracked, and it leaks a little bit, so I'm just gonna let it not run like crazy. So all right, here's where we get with the hard work, huh? So I got one of these gloves. I like the glove, keep it clean. The foamer just is going to run off. It's going to take some debris with it, loosen the dirt up a little bit, which is good. And then I'm going to wash from top down, which hopefully we'll get this thing quick enough where we don't get no sunspots. Yeah, we don't need no sunspots. And I've done a video before on a short how I did this, but I use lukewarm water, by the way, also. But anyway, I met some friends up there in Wisconsin, which it was really fun. I mean, King of the Baggers was a great race, and I can't say, you know, I met Riding Fish for the first time. Great guy. Always wants to help you out, which is cool. We hung out with him a few times while we were up there. We didn't hang out with him all the time, so we didn't get very much film footage. I'm going to send it to him. He's going to use it in his, because I did most of the recording that day. But yeah, it was a great event. I'm glad I went, and met a lot of people, a lot of good friends. And me and Les went, and his wife and my wife, and we don't want to do that. But this thing became really dirty. We did almost 1,000. Well, actually, we did over 1,025 miles on the way up there and back. But yeah, it was freaking awesome. My wife, they drove the truck. I gotta give that a bath. I somehow got the screen cracked, which sucks big time. But we'll see how I'll get Safe Auto or somebody to replace that bad boy. But this thing became a mess in lots of ways. Let's get everything. I'm going to do a quick one today just because I don't want too many spots, if you know what I mean. It got a little warm up there too. Well, actually, not in Wisconsin. On the way home, it got a little warm. Yeah, it was a little heated on the way down. But we went through Chicago. It turned out to be it was terrible on the way down for some reason. I guess there was a wreck on the interstate, and Waze kind of said, hey, you need to get off and go to this exit, and it turned out it took us straight downtown. And I got a freaking Charlie horse in the way. I mean, it was crazy. I'm gonna leave these things on because I like them keeping debris and stuff like that coming up. But I usually take them off in the winter, but that became useful. I mean, it does keep your legs a little warm in the summertime, but we'll see how long I keep them on there. The lowers right here. All right. Man, this thing is dirty. I'm gonna take this thing off because I don't really need this. My wife did ride with me a little bit, but not much down there. She's getting on her own bike lately, which is cool. She didn't take it down there though. Like I said, I'm just going to quickly clean this. Hopefully you can see me. It's not panning, I don't think. Something new I'm trying. But I just want to get this thing clean. If it works, it works. All right. Get all the nooks and crannies. Get this thing clean. It's pretty warm today, actually. I'm kind of impressed how warm it is. All right. Almost there. Like I said, quick wash today. Look at this bad boy looking semi good. You won't believe how dirty this thing is. I mean, this thing is dirty. I mean, every stinking bit of it is dirty. I'm just glad to get the windshield washer washed clean. And motorcycle rims are so hard to get clean. It's crazy. Don't forget my little lights. You get the grid on the front. That's where all the dirt gets when you're riding. Alright. She's looking mighty fine for a gray motorcycle. Make sure I get everything. I don't want to forget anything. Alright, I think we got most everything. I'm going to turn the water on, and well, we didn't get the wheels that well yet. We'll see how that works out. Wheels are hard, I think. Unless you really move your bike, which I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to try to get every one of them. We'll get a good pressure wash on them. Make it real good. We'll get everything but one spoke. Get the other side here. Back here. Woo. Trip hazard around here. Like I said, the back is pretty much, you can't get it. All right, we're gonna change tips here, and we're gonna spray this bad boy off, and we're gonna dry it real fast. I got a little secret on that. Let's see how that works. Make sure this is good. Sometimes that thing flies off. All right, turn the water on. All right, one of the things I use is let me turn this water off real quick before I flood my basement. I use this, and I gotta get some more of it. Ceramic hydro coat. Basically, you just gotta spray it on here while it's wet. Leave it on for a couple minutes. Kind of puts like a ceramic clear coat on it. Really helps out. I don't think I have enough for everything, so I'm just gonna get it on here as much as I can. Definitely my bags in the back. Whew, it does smell good though. Yeah, it also gets in your lungs. All right. Get this tank. I have to get some more of this stuff. This stuff's great. All right, so shake well before using, which I didn't do. Wash your vehicle and be sure all soap and rinse is rinsed off from the surface. Apply product in the shade area. Yeah, without the spray. Clear coat with exterior surfaces while still wet. Can be used on glass, paint, trim, blah blah blah. Use a strong stream of water from the roof down and rinse the vehicle. Water will start beading as surface. Dry, use clean micro towel, which we do have that. So let me turn the water back on and rinse this stuff off. Alright, let me get my secret weapon here. Oh, I gotta turn that water off first. Let's do that. My secret weapon. Oh, here. Right here, buddy. Come follow me. Alright, my secret weapon. So let me get my towel. Let me stop this from following me for a second. Alright, here's my secret weapon. I use that to get most of the water off. Now we'll just use this towel so this towel don't get soaking wet to dry off, which it'll do a great job. How you can tell how clean your motorcycle is when you're rubbing your towel across and it's like smooth. It's freaking awesome. Yeah, that's how I wash my motorcycle. It's kind of the quick version. I kind of take a little bit of my time in the shade to make sure everything is really dried off and cleaned. But as you can see, it's a lot better than it was. There's still going to be drips here and there because right now I'm just trying to get it quickly so I don't have any water spots. Because the sun is in full effect today. Especially on the mirrors. Gas tank. Screen. Hell yeah, this baby looking good. Oh yeah. Hopefully I ain't showing my backside too much. These shorts, they don't have a drawstring on them. Drives me nuts. Alright, we're doing pretty good here, folks. Getting her dried off really good. Try not to have the towel. You want to keep this towel as clean as possible. You don't want to wash it. If you do, maybe once or twice, but after that, you pretty much want to get a new one. You don't want nothing to scratch any of the surfaces. And even though this thing's soft, stuff can get embedded in it. It just can't come out. Well, she's looking good. Hell yeah, brother. What do you think, guys? Think I did a good job? You like this content? You know, let me know. We'll do more of it. I'm going to do more of it anyway if you don't like it. You got to get better at it, you know? You got to do it. You got to get comfortable with the camera. If you know what I mean. What would you do different? I mean, this is a quick wash. This ain't like 100% what I do. But this is just to get it nice and clean, ready for any bike nights this week. And because I'm on vacation, so I'm going to have some fun. But that phone camera, man, that thing worked. I'll put all the stuff I used in the description. So you can get it too if you wanted to. Or you can get like items. But yeah, it's actually pretty cool stuff. I gotta get more of that stuff. Just a little bit more. And she's clean. Clean as a whistle. Hell yeah, brother. That's freaking awesome. Alright, so I use this. Let me turn this. I think I turned the water also. Let me pop this bad boy. So, all right. So I use this active gun. It's pretty nice. Comes with a couple tips. I use this white one mainly, and then I used Swift Auto Care foamer gun. Freaking awesome. I've had it for about 2 years now. Does wonder, has it broke or anything? Has it clogged or nothing? Then I use Sub Labs ceramic hydro coat. And this is a Chemical Guys multi-fiber drying towel. Does a good job too. As you can see, it's starting to get dirty, as it should if you're using it. I use a wash and microfiber glove. This feels like your hands, and you know, you can wash better with your hands. You know, put your fingers where it needs to be and that kind of stuff. That's the reason why I use this. I do use 3D bug remover just on the windshield. That's it. I don't use it on any of the paint really. Try not to. And what else we got other than a beautiful bike? All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll do more of these videos. I got an oil change coming up and some rides that I've done. We also got all the filming that we did up in Wisconsin, up at Road America. We were actually at, I think, Port Washington. We stayed at a BRB there, or Airbnb, and it was great. But anyway, we'll see you guys next week on the podcast, or tonight, if I put it up. See ya. All right. Now you're in the garage. I'm still unpacking. Hopefully the camera will adjust to the light. But anyway, I got to move some bikes out of the way, get ready for the podcast tonight. We just got back from, what you can say, King of the Baggers race, where Indian actually won the second race, but lost the first race. Kyle won the first race from Harley-Davidson, and then Troy won the second race on Sunday. So 1-1. So that's a good weekend. If you win at least one, if you lose both, it's not a good weekend. But anyway, good job for the Indian team, and coming out Sunday and hitting hard. So I gotta get ready for this podcast. So please like, subscribe, and watch this video fully, and you'll see how this bike gets worse. Have a good day. Bye.